Hey guys, thanks very much for joining us on the Stuff stage at CES 2016. I'm lucky enough to be joined by Rick Peterson, who is from Wacom. He's going to be telling us about the Bamboo Spark. So Rick, tell us, give us a bit of an introduction as to what this product is and what it does.
Sure, so a little bit of an introduction. So Bamboo Spark, we launched this at IFA about a few months back in September. We launched some new technology with it over the last week in the app upgrade. But basically, it's a smart notebook. The idea behind it is I can grab pen and paper, any paper for that matter, pop it in here, I can start writing, and with a touch of a button, I can move that to any device, my smartphone, my tablet, my computer, all through the cloud. But basically, my notes move with me, so I can basically capture my notes, share them, but move in real time to actually take ideas forward, but also just manage my life. And this is the on-the-go tool for that.
So we've got, actually, with this young lady over here on the right of the stage, Francie's got a unit if anyone wants to try it out and give it a go. We've also got Rick. He's put it on screen. He's running it through his iPhone so we can see a little bit of what it can do. Yeah. So show us, you did this earlier, this diagram.
So I brought this up a little bit earlier and was playing with it, but the beauty of what you can do with the one touch and the simplicity of, again, like I say, it's pen to paper. One thing that we heard loud and clear from our customers through research is that, well, Wacom's been known for digital pens for over 30 years now. Love that, and we're killing it in that market. But the fact of the matter is, some people still love pen to paper, and actually a lot of people do. From artists to students to business people like you and I.
Or journalists even.
Absolutely. And the fact of the matter, you want to capture your ideas here, you want to take notes, ideas, and it's kind of in a loose form, but then move it. It can't just sit static in your notebook. And so with that, for instance, here, as you can see behind me, I can do a couple things. I can export that, so I can move it as an image, and I can push that out into Evernote, OneNote, Dropbox. I could push that on social if I wanted to, which just gives me all the flexibility. Also, for instance, here, and I'll go to a different note, but if I pull up this note, which is a test handwriting, we just launched a feature over the last 2 days that allows for handwriting to text conversion. So in this space, I can move this into, with one step, now I'm moving that. It's transitioned my handwriting to text. Now I can push that out. So in a business environment or a student that's done notes, all of a sudden they can really formalize that. Now it's ready to share. If I've been in business meetings, I have action items, boom, I can push that out to the team and we're on the move. So a lot of times things are moving faster and we're just kind of progressing the workflow. And
so this feature, this last one, the text recognition, this was the announcement for CES. This has just been out in the last couple of days, really.
Right. And we look to continue this because basically this is a platform of smart technology where you have a smart pen, there's an EMR board underneath. This is the baseline, and the app continues to grow and evolve with you. So that's really the beauty is, so text recognition and handwriting was the first. Also, we then have search capability within it. So I can look up notes from the past, CES, and it'll pop up my notes along with a visual and the actual text that goes with it. But as well, we'll continue to add to it. In the case of creatives, they may want vector output, PNG output. So that opportunity is coming, as we see in the very near future.
And that can come via software updates, basically.
And that's the nice part. We've built the platform. Now all that comes with upgrades in the software itself.
So talk us through the product itself, because this, like you say, it's been out. Was it since IFA in September?
Yeah,
a couple of months.
2 months, 3 months.
So talk us through the product and how it works, and particularly the pen.
Right. So the basic walk around is what we call smart notebook, smart folio. So just a kind of nice design on the outside, simple. I can basically, in here we have 3 different versions of it. We have, this happens to be the gadget pocket, so I can plug in my tablet. I actually can fit my iPad Air in there on the go. Comes with the smart pen and about 9 months worth of.
You can just hold it up for the camera as well. So.
And then basically it's allowing for A5 size paper. So I just plug in my paper. In this case, as you can see here, I'm using any paper. I bought this at a local paper store. I can buy this at a drugstore for that matter, an A5 size. Plug it in. And once I get going, it's just picking up every stroke and allowing me to manage my information, notes, to-do lists, and what have you. The other nice part about it, and there's other products on market that do digitization, but in the case here, what you're really looking at is we've taken steps out. There's no special paper. There's no special pens. I can just start writing. It's picking up my information on Bluetooth. Touch of a button, it's now moved into a digital format. And the nice part, too, is it's moving both Android and iOS. So multiple platforms in that case. And again, it's simple, it's easy, and with one touch, I'm doing things differently.
Can you tell us a little bit about how the technology actually works? And you actually
Right.
you sync it up to your mobile as well, your tablet.
Right. So it works with the Bamboo Spark app, which is just available in the App Store. The technology itself. So basically, Wacom's been known for digital pens for years. EMR board sits under here, electromagnetic resonance board, similar to what we have in Tuo's tablets. So it's a smart board that sits there. The pen is interacting with that and just providing information. Stroke data, and as that stroke data comes through, it basically allows you to then, of course, move that digital. The other thing that's nice about the way that we've set this up is we have the cloud environment, or the ecosystem. So as this moves into the Wacom Cloud and Inkspace, I'm able to then push that into other apps.
Right.
And specifically with Bamboo Paper, which is another app of ours, I can move it into Bamboo Paper. I can add color. The ink is still live, so that's Wacom ink layer language that allows me to do that, which is a new technology that we've brought to market. But with that, again, I can be flexible with the ink. I can share ideas. I can move it forward with colleagues, and they can add and edit to it.
Rick, you were showing me a cool feature, which I've been using this for a couple of weeks, actually, before Christmas, just in preparation for this session. But you were showing me how you can kind of rewind your or undo your drawings and your text. Can you just show us a little bit about that?
Yeah, here's an example of that. So in this case, basically what I can do is I can come in. So I'm in the Bamboo Spark app.
Yep.
I happen to be on an iOS or iPhone. It's called the Split. So basically, the touch button here is a page save. But what I can do when I come in here is, because of our will technology, or the ink layer language, it's basically recorded from stroke 1 to stroke 5,000 or however many.
Right.
But I can backtrack on that. So all of a sudden I can decide, maybe I only wanted to go to there.
Right.
And I'm going to split that note now. Okay, now that's split, I go back to my library, and as you can see, there's the first part of the note, and here's the second part.
Right.
And what can happen is, okay, later I decide that, you know what, I just want to combine those back together. I can select them both, move them back together.
Right, okay.
So it gives me capabilities there to do things in post or in After Effects, and continue to build on what I've done or combine it in different ways.
I just want to take this moment for anyone that's joined us recently. You can try out this this product, the Bamboo Spark, just by talking to Francie over there. So the app has just been updated. You can draw on it, you can write on it. Is there anything else that, like, any other purposes that people are using this product for?
Yeah, a couple of things. We see a few different types of customers within it. I think the core profile, as we look at, is students that are trying to capture notes and move their notes quickly into a digital format for archiving, for sharing with other classmates. In that space, especially math, science, where they have to be kind of script and writing hand. But the other side of it is there's been proven studies that show that handwriting and this ability, you're learning things different, right? You're processing. You're not just on a computer typing away. And so that's been helpful. I think for business folks like ourselves, journalists that want to capture information and then transition that, writers for that matter, myself as a business manager and project lead, in certain cases, I'm sketching up ideas of how we want to move things forward, and that might be organizational structure to a web layout.
Right.
Kind of visualizing. And in that case, it's all about the visualizer, right? It's people that are trying to connect differently, and oftentimes a keyboard and text won't do it, or a PowerPoint won't do it. Oftentimes you want to start, and it's just a looser idea that you want to share around. The other area that we'll see coming on hard is I think creatives as well will pick up on it, in the fact if they're doing a loose napkin sketch or light SketchUps, they then kind of move that into their workflow over time.
Right.
So with the potential for vector output or PNG output, all of a sudden that can come into their workflow. And help them move quicker, where before they might have had to grab the phone, take an image of it, and then move it and retrace it. So there's opportunities like that as well. But
what's the battery life on the device? You have to turn it on and sync it.
Yeah, you do have to turn it on and sync it. It's a simple micro USB.
Right.
Battery life is about 8 running hours.
Right. Okay.
So in most cases, that's going to last you several days, depending on how often you use it during the day. And it's really nice because it's a quick charge. It gives you some fair warning ahead of time that it's starting to lose charge or get down, so it'll give you that heads up. The other nice piece is that within the board itself, I don't have to be connected to my phone. So my smart device can be back anywhere, at the office, at home. I can store 100 pages here locally, so it actually has a flash drive within it, 100 notes, and then I just come back at the end of the day, sync it, move all my notes across.
Right, okay. Are there any other features of the software that we've not covered?
Yeah, from the software standpoint, I think we've covered them all. I think the biggest piece is the idea of the sync into other clouds. So we have the Wacom cloud that helps you sync that across all devices, but it works really well with OneNote, Dropbox, Evernote. So it's a quick push into those environments. And not every note do you want to push into that environment, but in many cases, there's specific things you want to push out. But I think the biggest thing that we've had of late is the text recognition, or the idea of convert to text, because in that case, when I'm actually in the app, I can search my notes. I can do certain things where, like I was showing you earlier, if I have 55 notes, and I'm just trying to find that one that was about Bamboo Spark, and just bring it up, I can quickly do that, find that note, and oftentimes I'll have a visual reference that goes with it, along with the text. And that's just extremely helpful in the organization, because you're not necessarily going to archive everything.
I'm just looking at who's responsible for that drawing of Wolverine, and the Rick is awesome note as well.
Yeah, the Wolverine here is, that is not me. I'm not that good of an artist, but the fact is that actually came out of, we're doing some work with the Colbert Show, and chatting with them on a press tour, and one of the guys got his hands on it and just started doing a quick SketchUp. And it was crazy just to see how quickly he was able to do the Wolverine and then watch it transition digital.
Cool.
It blew his mind, yeah.
So that's the Bamboo Spark. That's available now. How much does it cost, Rick?
$159.
$159.
It's
Dollars?
Yeah, dollars, correct, US dollars. Available worldwide.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've seen the distribution go heavy, and at this point it's available in UK, all throughout Europe.
And the latest app update launched a couple of days ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
And so tell us a little bit about what else is happening on the Wacom stage and the Wacom booth. You've got a couple of devices that work with different tablets.
Right. Well, I mean, Wacom's been, as we mentioned, been known for pen technology for 30 years in digital pens. So we have two new versions that go with Bamboo. It's called Bamboo Smart. They go with Samsung Galaxy Note tablets and phones with EMR technology, electromagnetic resonance, and then another version that is AES, and this is primarily with hybrid tablets from Lenovo, Dell, HP. We have all the information on our website that would give you information on which exact ones, but pen-enabled tablets. It really gives you the experience of just perfect smooth handwriting or note-taking on these enabled tablets with no pairing. It basically, you just grab the pen and go. And within those apps, you can move your ideas forward. And
you've got Craig Barr on your stand as well, showing people how they're using Wacom technology to create 3D models as well.
Sure. We've always been part of the 3D community and the artist side of our business. I'm primarily focused on consumer side, but in that space, absolutely, we have a lot going on over there. We have some collaboration with Autodesk in one of their 3D rendering tools and what have you for 3D modeling. It's quite cool. But I mean, the enabling tools of Cintiq and Intuos have really become a mainstay in the creative community in providing more natural tools, more pen-to-paper feel, direct-to-screen with the Cintiqs, but really become kind of they have all the creativity in the world. We're an enabling product that helps them bring that forward in simple ways.
And have you had a chance to look around and see anything that's exciting you at the moment, Rick, around CES?
Well, you just had someone on stage that I thought was pretty cool with the camera.
The camera, yeah.
But I think the biggest things for me that I've seen, I mean, obviously drones are back again. I think I actually saw the drone that will deliver my Amazon packages at some point in time. I mean, it's massive. And on the other side of it, I felt like the VR side. I haven't been into the Samsung booth to try it on, but I've been close to Oculus Rift and others, and it's pretty amazing what's happening out there. It's an exciting time.
Cool. Rick, thanks so much for bringing those along. Where can people find out more about Bamboo Spark and the other Wacom products from CES?
For the Wacom products, it's just wacom.com, and there's great information there, Amazon and other places. But we're excited to be here, and great to be on the show.
Cool. Thanks very much, Rick. You can find out more on Wacom.com, and for more information on products from here at CES, including Wacom, head to stuff.tv.